Is your mind a sanctuary, or is it a soundproof cell? Most people are terrified that if they don't move their lips, they aren't actually on the line. They think God is like a cellular tower that only picks up vocal frequencies. But here's the reality. If God only heard what you said out loud, he would be the most uninformed being in the universe. Because the most honest things about you, you've never whispered them to a soul. I know you. You're lying in bed at 2 a.m., your heart is racing, your brain is a chaotic mess of what-ifs and how-coulds, and you want to pray, but you're too exhausted to speak. Or maybe you're in a crowded room, drowning in anxiety, and you can't exactly drop to your knees and start a liturgy. You feel disconnected because you think prayer is a performance of the mouth rather than a state of the soul. Stick with me for a few minutes. I want to show you why your internal monologue might actually be the most powerful prayer you've ever prayed. If this resonates, hit that subscribe button. We're building a tribe of people who want to think deeper, not just shout louder. The God of the secret place. Let's look at the user manual, the Bible. There's a woman named Hannah in the book of 1 Samuel. She was devastated, brokenhearted, and she was praying in the temple. The text says her lips were moving, but no sound was heard. The religious leader of the time, Eli, saw her and thought she was drunk. He judged the exterior because that's all humans can see. But God wasn't listening to her vocal cords. He was reading her heart. He answered her silent prayer with a life-changing yes. Then you have the words of Jesus in Matthew 6. He tells us to go into our inner room, the tamion. In the Greek, that's a secret chamber, a storehouse. He says your Father sees what is done in secret. Psychologically speaking, your inner room is your subconscious. It's that place where your ego drops its guard. If God created the neural pathways that generate your thoughts, why would he need you to vibrate air molecules just to understand your intent? Biblical psychology and spiritual warfare. Here's where the psychology meets the spiritual warfare. We tend to think of spiritual warfare as shouting at the ceiling or rebuking shadows, but the real battlefield is the prefrontal cortex. The enemy doesn't need to hear your thoughts to influence them, but God doesn't need you to speak to protect them. Your mind is the only place in the physical world where you have total privacy from other humans, but total intimacy with the divine. When you pray in your mind, you are engaging in neuro-spiritual integration. You are taking your automatic negative thoughts, ants, and you are exposing them to the light of truth without the filter of language. Language is a filter. Sometimes when we speak out loud, we sanitize our prayers. We try to sound Christian. But in your mind, you can't lie to yourself. And you certainly can't lie to God. Silent prayer is the most dangerous form of prayer because it's the most honest. It's raw data. It's the groanings that cannot be uttered that Paul talks about in Romans 8. The danger of the silent prison. But here's the twist, the catch. While God absolutely hears your silent prayers, there is a psychological danger in only ever praying in your head. Why? Because the human brain is an echo chamber. If you only ever pray silently, it's very easy to mistake your own anxiety for God's voice. When we speak out loud, we engage the auditory processing part of our brain. We hear the truth outside of ourselves. There is a grounding effect when you say, "God, I am afraid," versus just feeling the fear swirl in your head. Vocalizing your prayer isn't for his benefit. He already knows. Vocalizing is for your benefit. It's how you take a thought and turn it into a commitment. It's how you move from the abstract to the concrete. How to master silent prayer. So, how do you do this practically, especially when your mind feels like a browser with 50 tabs open? The breath prayer technique. You don't need a paragraph. Inhale the name of God. The Lord is my shepherd. Exhale your current state. I have all that I need. This syncs your nervous system with your spirit. The mental alt tab. When a dark thought pops up in your mind, don't try to fight it. Just CC God into the email. Lord, you see this thought. It's not mine and I don't want it. Take it. The sanctified imagination. Use your mind's eye. Visualize yourself sitting in a room with him. You don't have to talk, just be. That's called the prayer of quiet. It's a psychological reset that lowers cortisol and builds spiritual attachment security. God isn't a judge waiting for you to misspeak. He's a father waiting for you to let him in. Whether you're shouting from a mountaintop or screaming in the silence of your own head, the signal is 100% clear. Go try a breath prayer right now, just one. And if you want to keep exploring the intersection of how your brain works and how your spirit grows, check out this video over here on spiritual burnout.
You're not alone in your head. He's already there. Peace.